Hello everyone! Please smash that subscribe button and hit that bell for alerts for new videos before we get started. Technology has always been progressing as the years roll on. The intertwining of technology and the automobile industry has made the impossible achievable in today's day. And the things our cars can do today were unimaginable not many years ago. Yet, the human race combined with the wonders of technology has made it possible. And this possibility has brought incredible success to car manufacturers worldwide. Keeping this in mind, and with technological integrations being made into cars of today, you must have imagined at least a few times how the cars of the future will turn out to be. If you haven't, then you're either probably living under a rock, or just aren't fazed by today's technological advancements. Nonetheless, that's what this video will be covering today. The golden standard for cars in today's day is autonomous and electric. These are the two most essential features integrated into today's cars, and 30 years from now, we'll be at the peak of these two features and more. With self-driving cars already a thing today, it seems as if people might get tired of sitting behind the wheel until 2050 arrives, but that will be seen when the time comes about. Cars are liberating and flexible and easily allow the movement of people from point A to point B, and when done right, it can be a source of great comfort and sustainability. Keeping these qualities in mind, the cars of 2050 are going to be a class apart. Talking about 30 years from now, the innovation that cars are going to have will be insane. With emerging countries bringing more automobile manufacturing companies to the scene, it is expected that there will be more than 3 billion vehicles on the Earth in the year 2050. To put that into context, today, there are 1 billion vehicles. Let us look at a taste of exactly how innovative the vehicles of 2050 are going to be. Hands-free driving. Hands-free driving has already been integrated into several of today's cars, with the most notable self-driving cars of today being those manufactured by Tesla. This gives us a question to ask ourselves: will we need to do anything after we sit in the car once self-driving cars are introduced? Right now, you have the Super Cruise from General Motors, which controls vehicles on long highway stretches when there isn't much traffic. Then you have the Traffic Jam Assistant from BMW, which can move cars along a congested traffic area. Volvo has its self-driving feature, known as the Road Train, where one car with a professional driver leads a platoon of vehicles, connected virtually like beads on a string on a highway. But all of these self-driving capabilities are on one side and Tesla's autopilot on the other. Tesla's autopilot is built so seamlessly that it has the best performance out of all the others mentioned above. In a busy car park, all you have to do is press on your phone, and your car is going to come to you using the GPS. This is how incredibly well the GPS mapping of Tesla has been laid out, and 30 years from now, we can only imagine how well it will perform. Placing the above technologies mentioned in a futuristic car could be highly convenient for many people. Still, the car will need to be given precise instructions to follow and do its job. While that may not be as easy as it sounds because there are varying speeds and sudden stoppages, future cars will have to be calibrated very carefully to match the intensity of incidents carried out on the road. Humans might be built for road rage. AI isn't. Although AI technology is not confrontational, these future cars will be equipped with some fantastic voice assistance capabilities. If you don't use your voice assistant in your car, then you're probably missing out on some of the most excellent features your car has to offer. Gone are the days when you drove to a new place and had someone beside you to guide you in the route. 30 years from now, that will be done by voice assistants, which automobile manufacturers have already begun integrating into their cars. Google's Assistant and Apple's Siri are being looked into the possibility of being combined with the upcoming cars of the future to provide driver's assistance with their routes, traffic information, weather updates, car settings, and places where you're scheduled to drive in a day. It will likely be seen in the year 2050, mainly because so many advancements have been made in this department that the room for failure is relatively low. With everything having a digital representation today, it is only understandable that cars are treated the same way. These voice assistants will not only be able to carry out the simplest of functions, but they'll also value on how to make your overall car experience better and more comfortable. Elon Musk has stressed the need for technology to be integrated into cars. And look where it has gotten him. right up on the list of the wealthiest people in the world. The voice assistant technology will make our trips even more enjoyable and comfortable 30 years from now because this technology is expected. They make using our phones so easy, so imagine how impressive it would be once they are introduced to something as big as a car. Just make sure to fuel your car on time to avoid those refueling reminders on your way to work early in the morning. Those might suck the life out of you. With ever-advancing technology, we can't forget about the environment now, can we? This is why cars 30 years from now are likely to be made from different materials than the ones used now. The materials used are another matter. We could also see the slow disappearance of many features as the years move forward. Consider self-driving cars, which we were told about earlier. If that technology comes into every car, then the entire idea of a steering wheel is pointless. Concept designs of futuristic cars have gained popularity because they are on their way to making a statement that these are how the cars of the future will look. These cars will take to the roads in a decade or so. Carbon fiber or any other lightweight material might end up replacing steel. The gear compartment might be removed entirely with a seat introduced in place of it. The design of the car might be a completely streamlined one or a mix of several colors. You can't rule out all these possibilities because by the time we arrive in 2050, these features will be present in so many cars. Cars will be designed to give off a smaller footprint, and their design is built to keep the passengers and environment safe. Companies will look to make cars' engines smaller as ever to give more space to the users for using the front and the back both as trunks. After all, there's never too much space in your car. The cars of 2050 are going to be an absolute treat. Regardless of how the innovations we've mentioned above will pan out, it will be an incredible sight to see how thriving technology can be integrated into these cars. As technology moves forward, the automobile industry deserves to as well. With smartphones, smartwatches, and smart TV a part of our lives, maybe 2050, or somewhere around it, could be the year of smart cars. If you like this video, don't forget to smash that subscribe button and hit that bell to be notified of new videos, and I'll see you at the next video.